Watch Super Bowl 59 for the big game itself. Some tuned in for the ads, the great commercials. This morning, we're looking back at the notable spots, at least some of them in the big game. Cavoli, the creative director at marketing agency Cashman Katz. Typically, I go to you guys. You are here. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Great to be here.
Let's talk big picture, because I know you saw some overarching themes to what we saw last night. What did you think?
Yeah, well, the Super Bowl is always known for the brands that go for the quick joke. They go for the celebrity overload. You know, they go sometimes for the potty humor to get a quick laugh. But, you know, the ads that really resonate with me and I think are more effective are the ones that go for the heart, right? The ones that tell an emotional story, that have a beautiful narrative. And there was a handful of those tonight.
There were some great character-driven stories here. We're going to take a look at one of them and then talk about it after it. Let's take a look at what they came up with at Google.
Constructive criticism.
I think she like, oh, nope, doesn't like it.
Okay. I got pretty used to, working long hours with a small team. Negotiating. One more book.
Truly.
Talk about your experiences working with others.
Done. Gas. No matter how long it takes. No matter what.
So the context here, this dad is preparing for a job interview and he's tapping into his skills as a father to do it. What did you love about this?
The storytelling in this is beautiful. The writing is beautiful. I also, if you want to dig deeper, I love that they're tackling ideas of masculinity and male gender roles. But as an advertiser, I love how they position the product, right? It's AI, but it's not taking over our world. It's helping us,
it's helping.
Right? And Google Pixel is all about progress. This is showing how the product represents progress, both technically and socially.
We saw women and young girls prominently featured across a number of the spots last night, including one that I loved from Lay's potato chips. Yeah,
so Lay's, well, think about Lay's competitors, right? Pringles and Doritos, they went for quick jokes in this Super Bowl. Lay's told us a wholesome story about a young girl raising a potato to become eventually a Lay's potato chip. And it's a beautiful ad. It was directed by Taika Waititi, famous director, and you can tell it's just a beautiful piece of art, and it tells a wonderful story and gives some humanity to a potato chip, right?
And talk about humanity. This spot from Pfizer we've been talking about this morning. Sometimes drug companies can be vilified. Sometimes we talk about how these huge profits they make. Pfizer, in my eyes, hit it out of the park with this story they did on this little boy.
Yeah, this ad sent me through sort of a range of emotions, right? It starts big and you hear the LL Cool J jam and you're loving the energy of it, and then at the end, it gets quiet. It turns into a whisper as the little boy hugs his mom, and I think not a dry eye in the house sort of ad.
Yeah. Kind of just parading down the street, being cheered along, recognizing folks who got him to where he is, and the work that Pfizer has done to tackle cancer is beautifully shot. The NFL had a spot as well, which I thought was really, really effective when we talked to our young people about empowering them, feeling good about yourselves. Let's take a look. It was called Somebody.
All right, ready, you guys? You guys gotta be loud, though, okay?
Let's go!
Okay, repeat after me.
Yes, sir.
I am
Somebody.
I may be young, but I am somebody.
I may be small, but I am
Somebody.
I think it's one thing for a parent to deliver this message to a child. I know moms and dads do it every day, but how effective was it for this to come in the fashion that it did, this message?
Right, the message coming from some famous NFL players, but also coaches and big brothers and big sisters and those types of community leaders, right? And the suggestion is you don't have to be a parent to inspire a child. You can help out in your community.
All right, ready, you guys?
And
You
if
guys
you have a
gotta be
little girl
loud.
at home, you should definitely Google the spot about Dove. It was beautifully empowering for young women. Is it worth the buck? Is it worth the millions of bucks?
It is 100% worth it. Hot take, right? So there are, a third of the country is watching, and they're watching to see the commercials, not to skip them or fast forward through them.
All right, listen, I appreciate you coming in. Some great spots, and we'll see you again next Super Bowl.